a wonderful talent, and now he's added so many goals to his game. He is the leading scorer, of course. Eden Hazard, he plays now, and it's live.
And it's live! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Recording live from the mothership. We have another episode of the Southampton career mode. It's going on strong. I am loving it. Thank you guys for enjoying it, I guess. I appreciate the fact that everybody enjoys it, enjoys my work, man. But we're getting into episode 5 of the series, and we're up against Chelsea. You see Eden Hazard, top scorer in the league right now. And we have another challenge. We faced Liverpool in the last episode. We ended up getting a point from Anfield, which in the end, I guess I'm happy with. And now, coming over to Stamford Bridge. So really, in this first half of the season, what you'll notice is a lot of the games we play against the big teams, we're playing away from home. So in the second half of the season, especially if we could keep up this kind of form, we should be good, really, for picking up some really strong results and continuing this form. Chelsea, another thing that I'm really enjoying about this FIFA, I mentioned it a lot of times in the past about previous FIFAs, that big teams really just don't play their best players, or teams in general just don't play their best players for whatever reason. What I've noticed so far playing against Liverpool, well, I have recorded a little bit ahead, so I've played matches against Man City and co. And these teams play their best teams. I mean, Chelsea, obviously, a few players that are sitting on the bench that maybe could be starting, like Willian. Forgetting about the lineups though, just 15 minutes in, we take the lead in this. That man Cedric Suarez, who's had a brilliant start to the season. Another ball whipped him beautifully by Lucas Vazquez over the head of Charlie Austin somehow, but turned in by Cedric. Right on the penalty spot in this terrible marking from Chelsea. You see, like, he's completely open. No one near him. No one anywhere near him. No one's tracked his run. No one's followed. I guess everyone got drawn to that near post where Charlie Austin was. He really should have been paying a little bit more attention to Cedric Suarez, because he is able to tuck the ball away and give us the lead. 1 goal in the Premier League, and we're coming forward again 27 minutes in, dominating that midfield area. And I've realized that's something I've been able to do pretty well, as Redmond finds a beautiful run. Lucas Vazquez is in, and the Spaniard puts us 2-0 up. Just 28 minutes on the clock here, and we're shocking them. And matter of fact, I don't know, are we at St. Mary's? I swear I remember playing this game at Stamford Bridge. Something's up. I must be bugging. Where's St. Mary's? I thought we played at Stamford Bridge, but oh no, that was the Carabao Cup game. My bad. The Carabao Cup game in the last episode was at Stamford Bridge, and now playing them again, welcoming them to St. Mary's. And of course, there must be something about St. Mary's, because we are turning it into somewhat of a fortress. 2 goals up against Chelsea. Only 28 minutes on the clock, and Lucas Vazquez continues his brilliant run of form. 4 goals in the Premier League, started off excellently, and Chelsea finally come forward. Nothing really major right there, but a little bit of an awkward one for Fraser Foster to save, just because it's real tight angle and real little bit, you can see, having a little bit of trouble getting to the ball, the post in his way and stuff. But again, nothing too dangerous. Charlie Austin with a very, very sweetly struck strike, forcing a save out of the keeper. Into the second half now, 68 minutes in, and Chelsea coming forward. Now, I don't really know about that one. 63 minutes on the clock. Romania playing against his former squad, of course. I don't know about that one. He got booked for it, which could come and bite him in later on in the game. But I feel like I kind of got enough of the ball for that to not be a free kick. But you see right here, we can't even see Hazard standing over the ball. I'm trying to get someone in a wall, and as he strikes that off the bar, it's too late. There's too late, baby. There's nothing we can do. Like, I reckon if I had jumped, if the wall jumped, they blocked that. But like I said, I couldn't even see Hazard, so I couldn't time it with his run up. Like, the camera angle was a little bit weird, and Fraser Foster couldn't get anywhere near that. That's a brilliantly struck free kick. Not necessarily because of placement, but the amount of speed he got on that. I don't know how he got it. Well, like I say, if the wall had jumped, they probably would have blocked it. So it's not really a matter of him getting it up and over. As Shane Long comes on later on into the game. Not too many performances from Shane Long. Appearances for Shane Long in this series so far, but this was one of the few ones. And 92 minutes in, Chelsea coming forward for one last attack. And we were doing a pretty good job of holding them up. You see them going back and forth. Eventually, they slide it to Pedro. He slides it down the line to Giroud. And it's heartbreak again. Same thing happened in the last episode, man. We faced Liverpool, as you see, at Anfield, we was in the lead. I think it was the same score. I think it was 2-1 again. Or maybe it was... I can't remember. But regardless, late goal. Late goal denies us a big victory. Could have got one against Liverpool. Could have got one against Chelsea right there. And it just wasn't meant to be. Defending. I mean, Vestergaard, I feel like Vestergaard has to throw himself in front of that and do whatever it takes to block that shot. But he didn't. At the end of the day, we continue some training. A few injuries. I mean, updating you on what's going on a little bit right there. 4 injuries for Jorginho. But another lone player who's going to be going out, Sam McQueen, is going to be joining FC Nantes at January. That makes 4 players who are going to be leaving the squad to go out and get a little bit more experience in other leagues or wherever you want to go. Like, that's what it is.
It's a privilege to be here today for this very special fixture. The interest has been enormous. Every time they meet each other, these two teams, it is a very special day.
And that is the next game. We are playing in the next South Coast derby. We played against Brighton, and we all saw what happened against Brighton, bro. We all saw what happened against Brighton. We hammered them. They weren't really up to the task. But now we have Bournemouth, who actually started the season really well. Of course, only a point off of us. Down there in 7th place, they have a game in hand over some of the team. Well, I think one of the teams above them, they have a game in hand over. And we line up in a formation that's really, we're looking to come out here and get the win. But notoriously in previous FIFAs, I've had trouble with Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. They line up with a 4-4-2 or 4. Oh, maybe not. It's a 4-2-3-1, just like everybody else. Look like they were about to set up a 4-4-2. We lined up this way. Not too many changes. Again, the same back 4, the same midfield 3, and the same front 3 as it's been for a lot of this season, because they've been performing. I mean, I've had a lot of people telling me, play this guy, play Danny Ings, play Fraser Foster. Right now, like I've mentioned, everyone gets a chance in my career modes, but at the same time, I'm not going to make changes just for the sake of it. And we get off to a fantastic start. As you see from kickoff, Lamina winning the ball back, playing it to Gabbiadini, goes round the keeper and finds the back of the net. Gabbiadini celebrates, putting us 1-0 up. Only, what, 3 minutes in? You see 2 minutes 40. You actually saw kickoff in that highlight. And Gabbiadini celebrates the goal. But you're going to see from the replay, it actually wasn't him who turned it away. I done a little fake shot to put the keeper off, and it actually worked going around the keeper. But I think it was, Francis. Yes, Francis, the captain, getting a touch, trying to win it off Gabbiadini. And it's harsh on him because there's nothing else. He couldn't have just left Gabbiadini, who would have tucked it away regardless. He couldn't have just left him to play away. So it's an own goal going down in the end. But a fantastic start for us in this game. And 7 minutes in, Bournemouth trying to get himself back level. But I was going to mention, I've had a hard time at the Vitality Stadium throughout FIFAs, because when you play at the Vitality Stadium, I think on all camera angles, the camera changes for whatever reason, as Bournemouth end up equalising 15 minutes in, but the camera angle changes. And I don't know if you guys will notice, but go back to earlier, the last game and this game, the camera angle is actually it's a lot different. I think it gets a lot closer. I think that's it off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I think the camera angle gets a lot closer, and I find it hard to play with. But on the broadcast camera angle that I play with, obviously, I think it exaggerates it so much more. Like, it changes so much more than it regularly would. But I like that. I think that should be the case for all stadiums in the game. All stadiums should be a little bit different, so that when you're going away from home, you have that disadvantage. But Bournemouth coming forward again, poor defending that we've been suffering. Like, the players have just been going in mad weak in tackles. Like you gotta go in full force. I want to see that. I want to see you go in like you're trying to hurt somebody. But Oriol Romeo ended up finding Gabbiadini, who's obviously had a brilliant start to this season and really kicked into form in the last couple of episodes, forcing another save out of the Bournemouth keeper, Asmir Begovic. Shot ended up going through the defender's legs. Francis and Gabbiadini maybe having a little bit of a battle in this game early on. Begovic celebrates making that save as we get a corner from the effort. Lucas Vasquez whipping it in, and it's Oriol Romeu rising highest to get ahead of number 1. It goes out end of the second half of the South Coast derby. I mean, to be honest, I would probably be happy with a draw at Bournemouth, especially they've been doing pretty well this season, like I said. But into the second half, trying to get something to change. Miguel Almiron comes off of the bench to try and make something happen. Bournemouth with the throw-in. They play it inside. Lucas Vasquez wins the ball back. He slides it into Gabbiadini. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Manolo Gabbiadini makes no mistake this time. Of course, last effort ended up being a goal. Well, the first effort ended up being a goal. But he didn't actually score it. And I guess you could say that he messed that up a little bit. Because the defender did have a chance to stop that. But this one, no mistake. Right foot puts it in the corner. And it's a mistake from Bournemouth again to concede another goal. The first goal you see from kickoff, they gave the ball away to Lamina. This time, a little bit reckless on the ball. And Lucas Vasquez dispossesses, slides in Gabbiadini. And we get another goal and take the lead again. But it's a mistake from us this time. And punished in style as Jermaine Defoe draws Bournemouth level again. It's Cedric Suarez losing the ball. Cedric Suarez, he's had a really good start to the season, but he's looked shaky at times. But I'm not going to hold it against him too much. We really just need to look at the fact that Jermaine Defoe has just pulled off a spectacular finish, to be honest. But you see right here, you can't lose the ball there. Get your body in front of the man. I don't know who decided why we're using fan-made footage right here of a recording behind the stands. I don't know why we're doing that, but Fraser Foster really had no chance again. Jermaine Defoe, he's doing Defoe, to be honest with you. Bournemouth are the ones really pushing, though, towards the end of the game. Into the box. King down to Musset. And his volley just didn't really catch it as he would like. Because if he caught it clean, it probably would have ended up in the back of the net. 91 minutes on the clock now. Coming into the final stages. Cedric putting it into the box. Taken down by Romeo. And his strike is wide of the post. Probably the last player you would want in that position. Because, to be honest, I'd rather have Ryan Bertrand there or Cedric Suarez. I mean, I guess Vestergaard's the only player we wouldn't rather have in that situation. But the final whistle goes. It ends 2-2 in the Southcoast derby. A point at Vitality Stadium. I will take it. Because, to be honest, like, as you see, Vasquez getting man of the match. When I'm playing these matches against Bournemouth at their home ground, it is tough. Like, I'm struggling. Like, just to let you know, I'm having a tough time out here. It's not easy. Best 11 of the week. Bournemouth player Jermaine Defoe made it. Gabbiadini made it for us, and that's about it. The rest of it is Manchester City and Wolves players. I feel like sometimes he's the player of the week. Only take into account like a couple games, because it's usually just split between like 2 or 3 teams. But I don't know, maybe those 2 or 3 teams just played really well. Coming into another game now, we're playing against Newcastle United, the final game of the episode. And this is how we line up again. You'll see we're really not making too many changes in terms of personnel, but we did go with a 4-4-2 as we're playing at home. Generally, if we're playing a home game against a lesser team, I'm probably going to go for the 4-4-2. And it's Charlie Austin and Gabbiadini leading the line again. You see Danny Ings is on the bench, so his chance can come. But he's really just going to have to earn it when he gets the chance. He's going to have to play his skin out. Again, Newcastle this time giving the ball away. And Redmond sliding through Charlie Austin. 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's going to get away from the defender and finish with aplomb. Charlie Austin, he's doing the job when I put him in here. When he plays with this 4-4-2 alongside Gabbiadini, he seems to shine a little bit more. Because in a few games we've started him up front with Vasquez alongside him and Nathan Redmond alongside him. I don't think he scored in any of them, but in the games that he's played the 4-4-2 alongside Gabbiadini, it seems to work really well. Honestly, I really love this squad that I got right here. I feel like for a 4-4-2, it just fits perfectly. I also got a lot of versatility, and I really do put that down to the midfield options I have, especially with Højbjerg and Lamina. As we win the ball back again, Newcastle are just digging their own grave. Gabbiadini powering through on goal, trying to find that bottom corner again, saved, and Charlie Austin turns it away again. A second goal for Southampton and a second goal for Charlie Austin, the hitman. Should we call him the hitman? Because he really plays like Charlie Austin in this game. Like, you don't really have to do much with him. He's just going to find himself in the right spot to put it away. And his finishing is good. And really, like I say, I didn't do anything spectacular with him. The ball just fell to him. He was there. I tucked it away. Like, there's nothing I could have done to do that. And, I mean, even the finish, I mean, it's a little bit of a scrappy goal, but I will take it as he secures his 4th goal of the season. He scored 2 in each of the games that he scored in. But as I was trying to say, the versatility that we have right now, lucky goal right here, you're going to see from Newcastle. They pull themselves back into it. I think there's not much we could have done right there either. I mean, we could have tried to close down the shot, but that's only something that comes up in hindsight because we intercepted the pass, but it was just, I guess, too much pace on the pass. Ended up finding Muto. And the finish, I guess the finish is good. But again, I feel like Vestergaard really should have done more to put his body in the way of that shot. He really didn't look like he wanted to get in the way of it. Nathan Redmond picking up the ball right here. He's going to cut inside, get a little bit of space, and let a shot fly. And it's not too far off. I mean, it could have been closer, but again, not too far off. Nathan Redmond looking lively as always. But again, let me go back to Højbjerg and Lemina. They're just the perfect kind of central midfielders for me. Like, they are true central midfielders. They're not attacking midfielders in any way, not defensive midfielders in any way. They are true central midfielders through and through, as Newcastle hit the post right there. But yeah, they're just the type of player who can do a little bit of everything. They're not spectacular at anything, but they do a little bit of everything well. As Newcastle draw level again, as we throw away a 2-0 lead again. Again! This is not the first time we've seen that happen in this series. It's not the second time we've seen it happen in this series. And Newcastle make us start from the beginning. And again, it's Cedric Suarez getting beat way too easily. I feel like, I don't know what it is. Obviously, I'm in control of him, but I feel like when I'm in control of him, I don't know, I feel nervous, like I get a little bit, and he just gets beaten a little bit too easy. Richie done him down the line and put the ball into Rondon, and again, it was Vestergaard. I feel like you have to do better. Right now, these two are the guys who aren't looking so hot. Redmond takes a shot, it's going to fall to Gabbiadini, and a good save for the keeper, and Austin couldn't get there quick enough to turn in his hat-trick 68 minutes in. Gabbiadini, also a very pacey player, but I mean, just couldn't get there. If he gets there a millisecond quicker, I don't think Tim Elliott makes that save. Played in, beautiful play right there. Footwork from Højbjerg, down the line to Bertrand. One more time to Nathan Redmond as he takes the ball into the box, and he's going to have to go himself, and he does exactly that 73 minutes in to give us our lead back 3-2 right here at St. Mary's. And it's a beautiful counter-attacking goal. You didn't see the whole thing, but it actually came from Fraser Foster in the goal. Rolling out to Nathan Redmond, who, as you saw the rest of that, played it back to Højbjerg. He done a brilliant job finding Bertrand. And he played it one time down the line. And Nathan Redmond, the finish, cool, calm, collected. The finish of a man who's been on flying form for us, which he has. So towards the end of the episode right here, Nathan Redmond's continuing to train. Nathan Redmond and Højbjerg, I want to continue to train pretty much up until they lose their little green graph sign that shows that they're really going to really benefit from the training. I may continue to train them a little bit after. Højbjerg in particular, I want to get up to probably 80 overall before I stop training. Redmond not so much because he's a bit further off. Højbjerg is at about 78, coming up to 79, I believe. As we got a quick squad report. I like the squad hub. Like seeing the player on the side and the way they set the stats up. But it does make it a little bit harder to do squad reports. Just because I have to cipher through them. It takes a little bit longer. I feel like we could use the whole screen to get all the stats on this bar like we did last time. And still have the player on the side and the stuff on the side. I don't know. Doesn't really matter because like it's not going to change. Well, it might change, but not because I've said anything. But again, you just have a chance to take a look at the squad reports. Benarek, 22 years old. I'm gonna put a little bit of faith into him because I feel like he might have a little bit of potential. Again, don't tell me potential, guys. I don't want to know. I want it to all be a surprise. Vestergaard, still our best rated overall defender, but again, I feel like he could be doing better. Like that goal he conceded against Rondon, you have to win. Like, I'm sorry, but you're the tallest defender in the Premier League. You're the tallest defender in the Premier League. You have to be... If you don't do anything in your life, you got to be winning these headers, bro. If you don't do anything, you got to be winning these headers. And to be beaten, I know Solomon Rondon's strong in the air. And he's a big presence. But again, like, he didn't... he kind of waited for the ball to come to him to head it while Rondon attacked it. I want to see Vestergaard running like... That's a theme with a lot of really tall defenders. Like, they don't attack the ball well. I want to see you go in to meet that in the air and get rid of it. All danger is gone. But he didn't do that, and I've been seeing a lot of Cedric Suarez and Vestergaard particularly. Been seeing decreases in their performances, or not necessarily all round performances, but just key moments that they're not doing what I feel like they should. But a lot of players kind of stagnant with their overall growth. Unicy growing well, which is surprising because he's not really been playing too many games. Which is largely down to the signing of Lucas Vasquez, because you see in the preseason tournament, Unicy did play a lot more, and he played really well. But like I said, Vasquez came in and been doing amazing. Redmond's been doing amazing. So it's going to be really hard for Unicy, just like a lot of other players, to tie down a first-team spot. Of course, like I said, they're going to get their chances, which Unicy has had a few chances. He's come off the bench a few times. He's even started a couple games, not too many. But he's just going to have to play really well to lock down a starting spot. Gabbiadini right there. A few players, like I said, growing in attributes but not in overall growth. Mostly the players who have been growing in overall growth are the players that we've been training. A few others like Almiron and Sims, you see right there, have been growing. Shane Long, the only player on the squad to be going down in overall. I do like Shane Long as a kind of versatility player and as a player, especially in this tactic. I do like Shane Long, but it's probably going to be his final season at the squad, especially if he is going down. I'm not one who likes to jump the gun and sell players as soon as they start decreasing in stats. I don't think it makes a big difference, especially if they still perform. But Shane Long, especially, like, he's not going to get too many chances. And especially, like, if I feel like we can make Europa League, we're going to need to strengthen the squad next year. So I don't know how much he's going to help us. And we'll see. I'm not sure who we're going to be signing, but I guess we'll make that decision when the time comes. Taking a look at the Premier League table, and now the top scoring charts. Gabbiadini is our highest. Oh, sorry, Redmond is our highest ranked player. We have Vasquez up there as well as Gabbiadini. I think Gabbiadini is our highest. How much did Gabbiadini? Gabbiadini's got 6. My bad. I can't remember, yo. I don't remember. It says it right. Oh, that's clean sheets, but. This is where we're going to end the episode, guys. It's a little bit of a longer episode. We just had a lot in this episode. So, this is where we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to commentate on the next one as well, which I have recorded. So, if you guys want to see that sooner rather than later, go ahead and leave a like. Y'all killed it with the likes in the last episode. Well, I got to ask for likes now for you guys. Because, the last episode, I think now has more likes on it than the first episode in the series, which is kind of crazy. Just because I asked y'all went and done it for me. So, I appreciate that one for you guys. I appreciate you guys for that one. I'm out here. I can't even speak. I'm out. Peace.